Hey, it's Don with Free State Trading Company. Today we're going to test out this Hori 5 Max pellet stove. It'll be its maiden burn today. We're going to get it set up, burn it off, and see if we can keep this tent toasty tonight on a chilly night in the backyard.
Welcome to the Free State.
All right, so this pellet stove comes everything already packed in itself, so it takes a little bit. When you do get it, I did learn you have to assemble the glass. It's just these two screws come off on the side and these two screws down there. Glass panel slide in, and then we can go ahead and seal it up. But this all comes all in one, so all the pipe for the chimney stack is all inside, stacked in. Make sure you note how it comes so that you can get it back in here because it's a little challenging. But we're gonna go ahead and set her up here and see what happens. Yeah.
That's what I'm really hoping for. This better be better.
Well, it'd help if I had all of them out. All right, one thing that I noticed that is pretty cool about this that we're going to test out is this is a dual fuel pellet stove. So it is a pellet stove that will set it up, but we can also burn wood in here. The lower part of the oven, or lower part of the stove, works as an oven. So it does have a thermometer. You can fit probably a quarter sheet pan, a little bit something small in there, a sheet pan probably, and you can bake off some dinner. But if you did not have pellets, which we could demonstrate later, you could take this out, take the burn box out, and load firewood into the bottom here. They do recommend that you take the thermostat out whenever you do that, but you could convert this over to a wood stove if you had the wood available to burn and you did not have pellets. Takes a little bit to figure out which way this goes. I might not have been video recording. All right, this is what they give you to reach in. It's got different things to, you know, when it's hot, to be able to handle the different latches and stuff like that without burning yourself. So make sure you hold on to this. All right, so we got the Hori 5 Max here all put together. Took a little bit of reading the instructions on the first time here, but I think that, again, you know, setting this up next time, it'll go a lot smoother. We did go ahead and put this fiberglass, looks to be fiberglass wrap around this stack. Would recommend wearing gloves when doing so. Definitely fiberglass everywhere, but it will protect especially the hole in the tent. And if you were to come up and just bump against it, just protect you from getting burned right off the bat. This is set up. We're going to go ahead and put the hopper in. We're going to do the initial burn on this. So again, this is designed, if you look inside there, you can see that there is a flange down there, or that will, as the pellets slip up, it lifts up, and that'll allow airflow so that, you know, prevents fire and smoke from getting up into your hopper. So we'll go ahead and start filling this in. We do have this set again to the minimum level. You can adjust how many pellets are coming out at one time. All right, so just real quickly, a couple of things I want to just note. Again, we filled up a little bit of pellets into the hopper here. You can adjust this slider right here up and down. It has a couple of different settings. We right now have it set on the minimum setting. They do recommend that when you're doing the minimum setting here, that you either have your damper on your stack closed. That'll be the absolute minimum amount of heat. You can go minimum down here with your stack open. And then after that point, then you can start adjusting the how many pellets you come in. That just gives you a different level of heating power inside of your tent. One thing different about the Hori Max 5, it is a bigger footprint inside of your tent compared to the Hori 5 Standard Edition. They also did, on the back side of this thing, they did add heat dissipation fins, just again to help radiate some of that heat off of this unit. You know, while it's firing. So we did make sure that our ash box is installed down here. Again, you can use this tool to hook into it with the flaps open. Pull it out, you'll see that there's already some pellets in there just that fell through. We'll put it back, and then we're going to gear up for a first burn, see what happens. So we are set up to ignite this thing. So we open up here, we're gonna just let this fire inside, it'll start going. We wanna make sure all of their doors and dampers are closed on the unit for this startup. So here. We went to bed at around 10:30. I came in, I poured in more pellets. I ended up having to run to Walmart because I did not realize how quickly they would burn through a 5-gallon bucket of the pellets. Night 1 with the Hori Max 5 in the books, and I gotta say, I'm impressed. After about 11 o'clock last night, I got the additional bag of pellets. We topped off that hopper, and I didn't have to touch it until about 8:30 this morning when it burned through everything. Got about 9 hours of burn on the minimum setting, which was the test for tonight. We had not put in the plastic windows. We did close up the fabric blinds over all the windows to try to keep as much heat in as possible, but we kept the stove on minimum and just closed things up. It did keep the tent to be about 75 degrees in that main chamber in there. The ash catch did fill up overnight, but the way that, and I was a little bit worried about it rising too much and choking out the fire, but the way that it was designed is that the overflow ash in that ash catch did just fall into the main burn chamber, which is great because, again, it just allowed for you to get that full 9-hour burn without, without worry that you're going to have to get up and tend to the fire, which is a concern when you're working with, having a wood stove in a tent, is that you're setting the alarms, waking up in the morning, having to stoke that fire, and to give you that continued warmth overnight. So this was just an excellent experience, and it just hummed along all night long. We used the little battery fans, little chargeable USB-C battery fans. We hung them from the ceiling and around just to circulate some of that warm air. The 2 compartments of the tent, obviously heat rises, and so it just helped get that air into the other compartment there and just make the overall tent temperature a little bit more consistent between the two rooms there. But again, the burn itself was extremely clean. We didn't notice any smoke inside. In fact, I have a little battery-powered carbon monoxide monitor that you'll see hanging from the roof of the tent. That read 0 all night long. Again, going into this, concerns about safety, the family sleeping in confined, closed-up quarters with the fire. Just wanted to make sure that we're doing it as safe as possible. And there was no leaks, no smoke. And overall, just a great hands-free experience from 11 p.m. again till 8:30 in the morning, where it just kept it nice and toasty. We got this tent with the idea of getting outdoors with the family and really just enjoying, being out here. And for me, it's more than just the comfort. It's the sense of being, the self-reliance, knowing that you can step off grid when you want to. You can make your own warmth, and you can live on your terms on the land you want to live. So, if that's the kind of freedom that you enjoy, I just ask that you go ahead and hit subscribe to this channel. It supports us in making more content. Really we want to focus on, the things that matter most in life, and that's, family, friends, faith, and freedom. And with the Hori 5 Max stove and a hot tent like this, it gives you that freedom to go off grid and stay warm, especially in those colder winter months, or just take the chill out of the air. And I don't claim to be an expert in doing this. This was the first time setting it up. It's probably our 4th trip with this tent. So I just want you guys to kind of experience what we're experiencing, going out and getting some time in nature, the outdoors, and letting the kids run free. And we'll see you next time. Until then, stay free.